We're Howard and Katelyn Newstate, full-time travelers, whether it's by land in our Winnebago or by air. Exploring is in our blood and our name. In the past 20 months, we've visited all four corners of North America, including Alaska, plus Hawaii, and visited incredible places abroad like Budapest, Vienna, and even Chernobyl. Earlier this year, we headed south of the border to Mexico.
We're in Mexico!
Where we've been RVing and exploring for over 2 months. In last week's episode, we traded the RV for an Airbnb in Mexico City and headed out to learn about the ancient art of growing crops on floating islands called chinampas. And today, we hit the hot spots of Mexico City.
I just got excited because there's this really cool looking building.
Showing you how to conquer the world's 5th largest city if you only have 2 days to explore the city center. We eat and sightsee our way through the Roma and Zocolo neighborhoods before heading back to RV life.
It's another beautiful day here in Mexico City, and we are about to meet up with a tour guide because we have 7 stops ahead of us. We are going to be tasting some of the cuisine that is local to this area and to Mexico as a country. We have our appetites ready and we are excited.
Yeah, cool. Oh, thank you.
Guacamole, of course.
Most important day for guacamole in worldwide is going to be the Super Bowl day, the day of the game. Why? Because in fact this year, 2020, they were exported 660 tons of avocado just to United States for enjoying the halftime show plus the game.
We're on a tour through Roma, which historically is a major expat area, and we're not talking just recently. This is over the last several hundred years. And during that time, a number of French, Italian, Spanish buildings were constructed in this area.
So you'll see a lot of that influence, that European influence throughout the architecture, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's also where it's the most kind of American style regarding pets. So there's lots and lots of doggies, and Katelyn's already seen a bunch.
There were doggies in the cafe. We should have brought pictures.
We should.
All right, so we are at our next stop, and this is a panucho, which is a dish that is native to the Yucatan area, and it's a corn tortilla with beans. We've got some marinated pork and pickled onions. This is like a habanero dressing. I have a very low tolerance for spice, so I'm going to do like 2 drops. Pork is so good. The pickled onions are a nice touch. It's all over my face.
So we're washing down the panuchos with horchata, but this is special horchata made from oat instead of rice. It's really good. It is creamier, I think, than normal horchata because of the oat, and I think the oat kind of breaks down like oatmeal would. So I get a little bit more of that, but otherwise flavor is really good.
Alright, he says to close your eyes so we can detect all the different flavors of like chocolate and peanuts. It's a mole enchilada. Taste the chocolate.
Okay. It's really fresh.
Limonada.
You will detect the flavor.
It feels warm.
Hot meat.
This is cucumber with enaulo.
They have 9 different kinds of salsa or toppings that you can put on, along with lime. It's incredible.
So what are you gonna get?
I have no idea now. This is too much choice. This is too much choice. A try. Okay, and then he recommended the carrot, apple, and lettuce slaw, which has mayonnaise also in it. Actually, I'm gonna try this one because he said this is like a more traditional pico de gallo. So he said between the carrot and the pico de gallo, those were his 2 favorites. So we'll try it out. Wow, look at that. This is delicious. It's not rubbery at all. The flavor, it's actually kind of buttery. The pico de gallo is fresh and delicious. There is some pretty decent heat coming from the salsa that he recommended. Yeah, it's definitely a habanero. Whew.
So I shouldn't do that one.
I don't know if I would do the habanero. It's good. It's good, but it's giving me the good sweats.
Yeah, this is spicy. I feel like I may still have gotten the spicy stuff, even though he claims it's not too spicy.
Okay.
I feel like our thresholds of spice might be a little different. We'll see. Okay. So you gotta put the lime on it. The octopus is so good. I'm sorry.
We're in the queue of the tortillas. If, let's say, my mother asked me, could you please go and buy the tortillas, I'm making this queue. Or if I am an owner of a restaurant, I am going to be buying the tortillas for today.
This is the masa that they use to make these. So here it is in raw form, and here it is in delicious cooked form. He says you can't eat this because it'll make your stomach hurt. So I'm gonna stick to this. A 27-second fresh tortilla. That's how long it takes to make and then end up in your hand and then in my mouth.
You think you can eat it in 27 seconds?
No, I can't eat it. I could probably eat it in less than 27 seconds, but it's not what I meant. So there's a legend that a witch used to live here in this building and did some potions and maybe some sacrifices, and that some of these flats are haunted. And you can also see there's a witch's face with her hat on top of the building.
Oh, this is heat.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
So Katelyn, what happened?
Well, we found out it's habanero that is used to make the sauce. It's a slow burn, and then it just like takes over your whole mouth. And I'm a little bit on fire right now. I like heat, I just have a very low tolerance for it. You need this chip. I'm like tequila.
These both are sweets, but this one is sabor de dulce and this is sabor de piña, pineapple flavor. You can notice the difference between the banana leaf and the corn leaf.
It's a sweet tamale, so it's a tamale dulce, and this one is pineapple. It's kind of like a sponge cake is what it tastes like a little bit. Oh, big chunk of pineapple. I like that. Howard, what you got?
Grande Americano sin leche o azúcar, meaning just straight up coffee. And one of those delicious bread pastries.
Oh yeah!
Delicioso.
Come on, guys. So it is much easier to rent an Airbnb in Mexico City than to actually drive the RVs into the city. So that's what we did for the week. We got an Airbnb that ended up being $34 a night per couple. So I'd say it was worth it. And look how cute. This was our office. Howard and I just finished up some work for the day. We got to bring the dogs. I want to show you, Piper is like really loving all this extra space. She's been hanging out in here in this giant bed. This is her spot.
This afternoon we're in the city center. We're going to be exploring We're going to check out the Palace of the Arts, and we're going to see it from the most beautiful spot you can, which is actually the Sears building.
They have a great overlook. If you take it up to, I think, the 5th floor, you can see the entire city center. So
Yeah, it's actually, it's that little balcony, I think, right there. Yeah.
we'll let you know. I'm not sure why people think just like laying on their horn will work, but
The area that we're heading into is called Zocalo, and Zocalo is one of the oldest areas of Mexico City.
and the street that we're walking down right now, the architecture is already so cool. We saw the most beautiful tiled building.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty. I just got excited because there's this really cool looking building. Like everywhere I look, the architecture just gets cooler and cooler.
Yeah, like look, check it out. It's like a crosshatch building.
Isn't that cool?
Amazing. Do you see that? What?
Tell them what it is.
Another leaning tower of Mexico City. You see just behind my head those horizontal lines, and see how they kind of go in waves? That's because Mexico City is sinking, because it's actually built on a giant lake. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. That church is actually slanted. It used to be a church, but now it is an art installation. Really interesting sounds. Katelyn, I don't know what you thought, but like...
It was like the reverberation of sound in that one room with all the speakers.
Yeah.
It's very creepy.
Creepy, yes. But as you're walking through, beautiful church, and you could really see how far slanted it is. It's like the whole church is leaning back towards like the back of the church. It's really wild.
As soon as you walk in, you can feel it.
Yeah. We're on a pedestrian street, so no cars are allowed. And as you can see, there's like so many different shops and stalls, and it goes way down that way too.
They have one crossing here for the cars. That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's the 8th floor.
Not the 5th, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
We aren't really sure.
Because there's a cafeteria on the 8th floor. So we were given this hot tip that, oh hey! So we were given this hot tip that the best place to see the Palace of the Arts is actually from the Sears department store across the street. They do have Sears, and Sears is nice here. It's a nice department store.
Yeah. Some pillows. They have Pier 1 inside the Sears. Oh, I think we found it. There it is. This hidden gem inside of Sears. These are the other side? Alright, well we got in.
It's on the 8th floor, and check out the view behind us.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
It's very
Sunset.
full, so there's like no seating.
No. But they serve coffee and sandwiches with a view.
So Howard lied.
I lied. So we did find a seat, and they serve coffee and more drinks.
So we're gonna get a drink.
Yeah.
Even though we've barely eaten.
But man, look at the view.
So pretty.
Wow.
Oh, there's two. What are we about to drink? I still am a little confused.
So mine is chocolate, chili, and I think almond. And yours is...
I don't remember. Chocolate, I think it has almond. Milk.
Oh, mine is water, because I was told that's the traditional way to drink.
It's like a coffee,
Oh man.
light coffee frappuccino. Let me try yours.
Yeah. This is chocolatey and spicy. Oh man.
I like mine a lot better.
I could drink this all day. So if you're ever looking for a really great view of Mexico City, go right over there.
Of course, a full day of work.
Thank you.
A full day of work and exploration calls for some delicious Mexican food. So we found,
Not falling down the
I
stairs.
know, I had to really focus there. We found a restaurant that looks really good, so fingers crossed that we can get in because, of course, we didn't make reservations, so we'll see.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was having a moment. Oh.
Sí. Gracias.
Gracias. I was having a moment. I said, we have a pretty wild life. We got to work from an Airbnb all morning in Mexico City and then head out and explore. And I'm just feeling very grateful for our lifestyle right now. And this guacamole.
Guacamole. One of these tortillas is not like the other. Boring. Wow.
I got the surprise tortilla.
What did you order?
A tower of mole and duck fritters, apparently.
Tower of mole and duck fritters.
Yeah, there's 7 duck fritters, and then he poured the mole sauce on top. And I don't really know how to eat it, so I'm gonna knock it down.
Just do it.
And there's blackberries too.
Ah, duck. We had an amazing but short visit to Mexico City, and I do wish we could have stayed longer.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of big cities, and I will say that I actually liked Mexico City. The architecture was really cool. We didn't drive in the city. Ubering around was very easy, so it was easy to navigate. We had incredible experiences. The people were friendly, so...
And the food was delicious.
Oh, we just had one of the best meals I think I've ever had. It was so good. So now we're gonna go back to the Airbnb and pack up, head back to RV life. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you get notifications when we post our weekly videos.
Thanks for watching.